The time now, hundreds of people are expected at the state capitol today to educate legislators about the threat of lead.
They say lead threatens our water, our homes, and even our children. 7 Action News reporter Matthew Smith joins us live now. And Matt, why did they pick today to highlight this issue in Lansing?
Well, today is the day they actually dub as Lead Education Day, and it's today they get a chance to get face-to-face with nearly 100 legislators to talk about the problem. Their message, well, lead is a bigger issue than most of us give it credit for, and there are things that we can start to do right now. Flint removes lead water lines. It's easy to think of lead as an issue for another place, maybe a few other spots, right? Well, we hear about lead when Detroit demos another older home or there's a food recall, but mapping by the state shows this is an everywhere problem.
Lead is very silent. It mimics a lot of symptoms in kids.
Which is why the folks at Michigan Environmental Council are pushing for more to be done.
It's not an urban issue. It's not an income issue. It's not a racial issue. So to just be aware of that. It's a housing issue. It's a water issue. It's a fixture issue in your faucets. So just to kind of be aware. And
just by scratching, it'll come up bright lead, a bright silver.
We've talked about the issue of older lead service lines coming into our homes, and there's an increased focus on student performance too. Experts say if your kid's having trouble in school, it may be worth testing to see if they've already been affected. But the reality is those closest to the lead issue say everyone should be tested, something they'll try to get across while in Lansing today.
So you could have a headache, you could have an irritable child, you could have a child with a short attention span, and so you really don't know if your child's been impacted by lead unless they're tested.
And Matt, do we know why there haven't been moves to make universal testing a reality here in Michigan?
Plain and simple, it's a cost thing. It's a numbers game. It is expensive. Then you have to think about the amount of testing, the amount of testing facilities, doctors, transportation for those that may not be able to do that. This is something that boggles the mind of how do you actually get this under control when you also have all these other pressing issues as well. So today they're going to be giving all this information that you see in my hands here to these legislators, pushing them to make changes when it comes to lead. But they say the good news here, we used to be dealing with kids that had lead in their system, and that's still an issue. But now really the shift is becoming to be more proactive, so this stuff doesn't become an issue for generations far down the line.
All right, Matthew Smith.